I'm Tom Zanenko, the host of Ice Fishing Today. And for the last 10 years or so, I've been out showing people how to catch more fish. Now, obviously, if you want to start catching more fish, you've got to have a Vexilar. There's no doubt about the fact that Vexilar will double your fishing success. But more importantly here, Vexilar has transformed how we ice fish. Many anglers would never consider going fishing without a Vexilar. Well, recently, there has been a breakthrough, and I mean a breakthrough, in how you put a hole in the ice. Everyone's been chasing it, the use of an electric drill. Getting rid of gas, getting rid of smells, getting rid of the fumes, getting rid of the noise, going with an electric drill. Now these high-power lithium drills, very lightweight, are totally amazing in many ways, but they didn't have a drill assembly that would work with them. You see, if you took the assembly off of a hand auger or a gas drill, for example, it would work maybe for a short period of time, but it's very hard to hold on to because the bit is designed to be turned very slowly. It's not designed to be turned at the higher speeds of an electric drill. And if you stop and think about it, the weight associated with something like that, you need to balance the drill, otherwise it rips up the drill. You can't have a heavy drill assembly on here. Well, there's a company that came out with the K-drill. Now this K-drill assembly uses a high carbon tool steel. Now this blade lasts 3 times longer than the conventional blades. The K-drill is 100% made in the USA. Combined, this system only weighs 9 pounds. Now don't let this fool you. The lightweightness might make you think that it's a wussy product. It's not a wussy product. The K-drill comes in a 6 and an 8 inch, and Cabela's carries both. But it uses a lightweight solid, aluminum shaft, the high carbon tool steel. It actually has this float on top that actually keeps the unit from sinking if it falls off your drill when you're drilling a hole. It requires a 1/2 inch drill. Now I do want to emphasize that not every drill is ideal for drilling a hole in the ice. Let me set up the parameters here. Now we've used Milwaukee and DeWalt. Those are the 2 drills that we know work extremely well. 1/2 inch. Now this is the Fuel series, the M18 Fuel series. The tricks here is, one, has to be a 1/2 inch chuck. Has to have a brushless technology on the inside. Brushes will burn up because of the draw required. And it has to have a minimum of a 4 amp hour battery on the backside. This particular one's got a 5. And this particular one uses red lithium, which is designed to be used in cold weather environments. The standard regular batteries oftentimes die out at 32 degrees, but the red lithium from Milwaukee will last down to 0 without any power loss. So that's important to have if you're going to go out to a location and cannot keep your batteries warm. Now there are various adapters that you can use for holding your drill, and those are nice as well. We simply use the stock model right off the shelf, and I'm going to show you how that works. The K-drill assembly chucks on very easily, and I guess if I was talking about how I was going to sell this to the wife or justify the purchase, combined this system is almost 500 bucks, right? You can buy an electric drill or a gas drill auger for about 500 bucks, and you only use it a couple months of the year. But with the K-drill assembly, you can use your drill for the summertime, for construction work, or even work in general. Build a deck with it in the off season, take it off, and you can put the gear away, and it's not a big waste. It's a good investment is what I'm saying. Now the K-drill system for drilling a hole is a little bit different than a conventional drilling with like a gas auger. With a gas auger, you want to stay away from it because of the fumes and the exhaust and the melting of your clothes and, well, you know the problems. If you ever used one, you know what I'm talking about. The K-drill is designed for a high RPM, low torque breakthrough issue. So it's a little bit different in how you drill holes. First off, again, I want to stress, these are whirling knife blades. You do not want to take for granted that these things are not super dangerous. So keep the orange protective cover on them at all times when you're not using them. The technique that I use, and it's one that I've grown very accustomed to, is you start by drilling the hole a little bit further away from you like this with your arm extended, and you get it started. Once you get it started, then you step up into the drill and you make it so that the handle runs right down the shaft at the side of your leg. By doing so, if it does catch, it'll just hit your leg or your side and you won't rip your arm around. And that's kind of important because you don't want to be holding onto this thing as this tries to snap your wrist around. So, and if you try to do this, you can't drill a hole like this, trust me. You have to drill it like this to start and then step into it. Now, once you're drilling, you really don't do anything but keep full power on. You don't try to feather it. You don't do that kind of, keep full power on. If you're in thicker ice, of course, you can occasionally clean the hole out. But you'll notice that with this particular auger, it doesn't throw the ice everywhere like it does with a continual spiral on the flighting. These plastic flights designed to pile up the snow right by the hole. Now, if you're in a permanent house, that's a big deal because you don't want the slush and everything flying all over your house with shavings. Right, Molly? Oh, I got snow all over Molly. So as we drill down, you want to keep a steady full power. Don't go halfway with it. Oh, I broke through. There is no breakthrough, but as you can see, as I was drilling, it was running right down the side of, the handle was running right down the side of my leg like that for support. Oh, it fell off. Don't worry, it floats. And it popped right back up. And away we go. Now, both the 8-inch like I have here and the 6-inch. Now I use the 6-inch a lot because the smaller diameter hole, once the fish turns up the hole, doesn't turn around and swim back down. So I like using the 6 a lot. And you can also get extension arms. You can also get the extensions. Now, one of the things I want to show about this, a lot of people have questions about this. When they get it, they go, how does this all work? Well, if you wanted to add the extension, you simply slide the float down. And as you can see here, take an Allen wrench, remove the screw, and this attachment pulls off, and you simply drop on the extension and continue to go up and up and up. There's no limit to the amount of extensions you can have. Now, if you have a gas power head and you want to use a gas power head, that's fine too. All you simply have to do is to slide the float down, take off the screw, and the gas power head will literally drop on. You don't need any kind of adapter at all if you're attaching, for example, a Strike Master power head.